Picture this. You're in the gym, the mats, the rink, the field. You're going through an incredibly intense training session. And all of a sudden, you feel like you're not able to maintain the same performance that you have been able to do previously. But this isn't necessarily because the training is so hard that you're just getting completely gassed. You feel that it's because your nutrition just isn't fueling you properly to make it so that you're able to get through these intense sessions. How can you solve this? Why is this? In this video, I propose that it's going to be your carbohydrate intake that is causing this. Carbohydrates, everyone's favorite punching bag, which clearly just has a very bad name in some circles when it doesn't deserve it, because it is the number one macronutrient to help you perform better and fuel you before, during, and after your exercise. Why are carbohydrates your preferred source of energy? When we think about carbohydrates, fat, and protein, we're thinking about macronutrients that we can eat and that will have some sort of function. And every single one of them has many, many different functions. The thing that we're going to be looking at when it comes to energy is how we can provide our body with energy that'll be available very quickly and will allow us to eat or consume calories easily and with something that we can actually digest and not have any type of digestion problems. So, carbohydrates take care of both of those. Carbohydrates, clearly, for exercise, you can be consuming them via actual food or via some sort of liquid. So, things like Gatorade, although I think a lot of people drink Gatorade who don't necessarily need to, it can definitely be something that's viable to have during a intense training session when you know that you're going to be depleting your energy stores. Carbohydrates are simply very quick digesting. So what this means is when we are exercising, if we are in a state where our body is somewhat depleted of carbohydrates, we can quickly replenish it. Whereas with other things like fat and protein, of course these are very important on our daily diet, but these are things that take a while to digest, meaning they're not readily available. Whereas with carbohydrates, bam, we take it in, and our body quickly has glucose in our bloodstream, and that can be broken down from other sources that can be used immediately for energy. To ensure that we're fueled properly for our training sessions, when is it best to consume our carbohydrates? So there's basically three main areas. There's pre-workout, peri-workout, and post-workout. And so when I'm saying workout, that can mean a variety of things. That can mean lifting weights, that can mean doing whatever practicing or any type of training sessions you need to do for your sport or in the gym, okay? So I'm just gonna say workout for everything. So pre-workout means that you need to have something in your stomach, probably I would say about 90 to 120 minutes before. So at that rate, at 90 to 120 minutes, you're still going to be digesting carbohydrates, meaning that you're going to still have a steady supply of carbohydrates coming into your body. So that's what a good timing is for your pre-workout. It also depends on your digestion. If you have problems with digesting food, or you find that if you eat too close to when you train, that becomes a detriment, then you're going to have to prolong that period of time a little bit and maybe make it into 3 hours. So again, that's very personal. You figure out what works best for your body, but you don't want it to be super far out when your body has already digested everything and you're not able to maintain that energy. So the next one is going to be peri-workout, which means during your workout. So during your workouts, you're probably not going to want to be eating anything because you're actually doing stuff, moving around. So this is when you have a beverage. That's just the simplest thing you're going to do. So it doesn't have to be Gatorade or Powerade or anything like that. It can be something as simple as something as simple as like replacing some electrolytes and getting some sort of glucose. So there's a lot of different powders out there that you can get that basically perform those two functions that are very important. And I suggest you find one that you find palatable and mix that up with water, and there you go. You can drink that throughout your workouts and help make sure that your energy levels stay up. Last but not least is post-workout nutrition. So if during our workout we're able to use up all of our energy intake, after the workout we can also use that as a time to take on a pretty decent sized meal to help replenish any carbohydrate intake that was used up during our workouts. So that can take place at various times. The post-workout meal can be taken in at kind of a lot more flexible time. It doesn't have to be right after you train. It doesn't matter that much. If you're going purely for muscle and you're trying to have the edge, then sure, you should probably have some protein pretty close to right after you train. But if it's for more performance-related things, it's perfectly fine if you wait a couple of hours. Don't be in any type of rush to reach the so-called anabolic window. It's not as important as you think. And that meal, again, should have carbs and should be replenishing your body so that during your next training session, your body already has a decent amount of carbs in it to draw from. So how many carbs do you need for the peri-workout nutrition? The simple answer is approximately 60 grams of carbohydrates per hour of intense exercise. You're looking to space that out evenly and not necessarily drink it all at the very, very beginning. So, have a sip of that drink every, say, 10 to 15 minutes or so. It's probably your best bet, and do that throughout your entire workout session. Very simple. So I want to go over something really quickly here before we wrap it up, and that's that just because I'm telling you that you can have carbohydrates before, during, and after your training session doesn't really give you the green light to all of a sudden increase your calorie intake by 200-300 grams of carbohydrates, and then now you're going to be over your energy balance and you're going to be gaining weight and telling me that I'm an idiot because I changed my carbohydrate intake and now I'm fat. Yeah, so your carbohydrate intake, if you're going to be basing it around your exercise, you're going to have to be moving carbohydrates from other meals. Say if you train in the middle of the day, you have to be taking them from your earlier meals and your later meals, and you're gonna have to be, so your earlier breakfast, say, and your dinner are gonna have smaller amounts of carbohydrates because you're putting them all around your workout. So remember that, okay? Exercising isn't a reason to just all of a sudden add a bunch of calories. If you're trying to lose weight, exercising, think of it as a boost. Don't be one of these people that exercises and says, I exercise so I can go to Starbucks and have a 1,000 calorie sugar beverage. No. Carbohydrate intake should remain the same. You're just partitioning it all around exercise, okay? So to wrap up, have carbohydrates in some combination of before, during, and after your training sessions. Number 2, make sure you're consuming approximately 60 grams of carbohydrates per hour of exercise. And number 3, don't use the advice I'm giving you as an excuse to just add a bunch of carbohydrates to your daily intake, which is going to cause your energy intake to spike up. Okay? So now you have a couple simple methods that you can use to increase your carbohydrate intake based around your exercise to ensure peak performance, which, let's be honest, you should be after all the time. So I want to say thank you very much for tuning in. If you have any comments, questions, concerns about this video and the content, please comment in the comment section and let me know what those are. If you haven't subscribed to me already, please subscribe to me. I got a lot of videos like this coming out, and I look forward to sharing them with you. And if you haven't liked the video already, please hit that like button. It really helps me. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Later.